活出不是你自己的生活。你活在不是你的生活里。活在不是你自己。
Yeah, you didn't live your own self.
所以现在你有那个这几天的空间，让你真正的去感受到自己。
And now you after you left here.
而我也一个点子，要推你自己进去，才可以更接近信任你自己。不管怎么样，你都必须信任。
And Cuckoo feel like to push you.
但是你还要更深。
So this happiness is a starting point that you have to warn this thing.
因为在我眼里，没有谁是哪里人，我都喜欢每个人。
In Cuckoo's eyes,
你都喜欢，但是自收开阳的沙是我都喜欢，但是他们不愿意从我喜欢里面，他们没有去找到槽点这一点，他们就拿不到东西。拿不到东西，我就会不舒服。你从你身上拿到东西，我就会舒服。内在的东西。
Who likes everybody, including Sahas and Kaya, but to some people, they are more open for learning, and then Cuckoo.
丢东西进去，你可以拿到。
It's like he throws something to you and you take it.
有一些人我喜欢他，我也丢给他。
But you can always create, 1 out of million, one person more open than others. And that 1 in a million hit rate is pretty good.
如果100万里面只有1个，10 million. If 1 out of 10 million is open, that is pretty good.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah. 钻石太多了。
钻石太多。
对啊，我丢出去，有人认识那个钻石够了。
People keep throwing out these invisible diamonds, and if one recognizes this invisible diamond, then he feels satisfied.
我有丢不完的钻石，我不怕。
He has endless invisible diamonds, so he keeps throwing them.
So is Buddha.
所以你是什么？
我是蓝鸟。
He's the prick.
蓝鸟比佛还要。
Prick is better term than Buddha.
因为我那鸟还在可以用，它不能用。
But because this prick still can function, and the Buddha can no more function.
死了几千年了，还在谈它。
Dead long time ago, 2000 years.
我以为 talking this bullshit. Touch your dick much better. 我就是我跟他不管他是谁。
Cuckoo is Cuckoo, and who cares who is Buddha?
Since when you had got this wisdom?
你从什么时候开始有这种智慧？
你问问李开的这个时候。
Since you asked the question. ，When you have the real understanding, you are beyond time and space.
你只是当下而已。
You are just in the moment.
那这个当下又不存在。
And this moment does not exist either.
因为它也在流动。
Because moving all the time.
But don't you feel that, most of the questions, in fact, all the questions come from unconscious mind. If somebody is conscious, questioning stops. So, how do you respond to an unconscious mind?
你不觉得说
All the questions come from
所有
unconscious
的
mind.
问
Why
题，
do you
他说如果
ridicule
一个
them?
没有察觉的头脑才问问题嘛？
嗯
那你如果一个有察觉的头脑，他就不会问问题了。那你怎么样去回答一个没有察觉的头脑呢？
你察觉了，只是你不相信它而已。
You are conscious actually, but you don't believe.
你先听进去了，那你已经察觉这个问题进去了，那你察觉了，结果呢，你却没有去，没有你看，
回答听进去了。
对，回答我回答听进去，或者是我讲了你听进去，然后听进去之后，你在那很快的时间里面，你察觉这个进来，那你头脑马上运作，这个运作的时候你也知道，但是呢，你却没有那个回到那个察觉里，你却马上跑到那个头脑里。
Actually, when Cuckoo give answer, this Cuckoo's answer, Cuckoo's words enter you, and you are conscious of this receiving of the words. And also, and then after this receiving of the word, the mind start to function, try to think about this, and you are also aware of this thinking. But the point is, you don't stay with this awareness. You are carried away by this explanation or analysis of the mind.
那运作叫无意识。
And so this functioning is called unconscious.
我讲这样够明白，没有人可以讲这么清楚。
This is quite clear when people talk about the functioning of the mind.
但是为什么禅的方式就是说，当你听到他给你公案，你就一直停在那个察觉里，没有马上去一直讲。啊，你们就是喜欢马上对出来，然后变成让无意识在运作。你并不想，你没有停在那个无意识跟察觉那个点。
无意识跟察觉。
对你察觉跟无意识。
所以师父给公案是因为门徒不察觉，然后师父给跳。The Zen Master usually give Zen koan to the disciples because the master see that the disciples they are unconscious most of the time. So he threw them one koan. So when the disciple received one koan, he received the koan and then before he was carried away by the analysis of the mind. There's a space that he stayed in this consciousness of waiting, this space. Yeah. So in a way, the Zen Master was using Kongan to bring out this space in the disciple's mind.
现在我问你，你只要是，你就跟我说是，就回答，有回应的回答。
是就好。
你看，有回答就说你知道，啊，都是你不知道，你就停在那里。
就说他只要
你了解
一个说，
不，你了解
你知道，
你说我了解，啊，都是你不了解，你就
停着。
停着。
Okay. Now, Cuckoo wants to play this game with you. He will ask you some questions. If you know what it is, you just say, yes, I know. And if you don't, you stop in that, 就在那个
你就停。
you just stop and without saying anything.
OK，
You just stop in that.
很确定的哦。
And
很确定。
You have to be very certain.
OK， 你的耳朵的功能是做什么？
What's the functioning of your ears?
Listening.
OK， 你的眼睛呢？
And how about your eyes?
Watching.
你的鼻子呢？
And your nose?
Smelling.
你的嘴巴呢
Your mouth?
Speaking and eating.
？OK，啊，你的眉毛？
How about your eyebrow?
不，你就停在那里去想，
And you stop there thinking, right?
它是做什么用？
What's the functioning
都
of
是
your
在脸上的
eyebrow?
东西。
Because we, on our face, we have eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and we have eyebrow.
说，就像这种状态，这叫禅功啊。
就答案出来之前，
呀，那你就这时候你去察觉的时候，你会发现，他头脑一直告诉你这个眉毛在干什么，是这样，他一讲出来，那时候你就在看那个头脑在干什么。
So that's Zen Gong'an. Before you take any conclusion from this function of the mind will keep you telling you all kinds of answers. This, A, B, C, D, like this. But yeah, and
那你就看到头脑在运
and
作。
then at this moment you can see this running of the mind.
OK， 所以你今天知道的东西就知道啊，不知道的东西你就马上又被他无意识说啊，他马上讲出来是什么，那么你就中自己的计，中头脑的计。
So just in daily life, and this is what you can see how the mind can cheat you, because when some question come and then just like what you did, you are very clear about it, what it is, so you speak directly without thinking. But when there's no certain clarity there, and then if the mind give you answer, and then you choose one, and then you are cheated by it.
OK， 所以你需要这个去看这个头脑它在运作什么，而且它自然聪明，它就一定会讲出来。
So you need to be aware how this mind is functioning there through this thinking. And some people think they are very intelligent and they believe in what their mind think. They choose one answer and say, "Duh," like this.
所以知道你讲出来很有自信，不知道讲出来你就发现里面没有什么，没有那个能力、力量，那就是头脑。
So when the answer comes out from the thinking, there's no foundation of reality. So even they give the answer, it's not from their inner confidence. And then you can see it's not from their inner confidence.
你知道的东西就是最直接的东西，那种直接的东西叫真实跟信任，对，跟了解。
Because whatever you know clearly is from your reality. Yeah. There will be a clarity in there.
You know your eyes to looking, your ears listen, so you never doubt. Listen, looking, yeah, you know. And then what to do? And then say, oh, at least for the stop the sweating, and maybe he just beautiful to see. And then you say, no, this any many.
Place for
Yeah, this mine.
针灸的地方。
都随便你讲，可以。
Yeah. It might give a lot of
Yeah, while giving answer, I thought of all the answers.
Yeah.
It's all stupid.
Yeah.
Nothing made sense. It's just there. It's just
看到
there.
看到那个短的这个。
Yeah. 所以从这个点你就可以看到，哦，头脑他讲出来的东西，你会发现他讲出来里面没有东西，跟讲出来语言讲出来里面有力量，跟讲出来没有力量，你就可以差题。一个了解的人，他讲出来就有力量；一个没有了解的人，讲出来的东西只是幻觉的东西。
So in this way, we would be able to see the difference from what is from our real understanding of this totality, and what is from the illusion of the thinking.
所以一个真的，一个假的，你永远去搞清楚。
So what is real, what is unreal? Do you see the difference?
啊，真的在那里，假的也在那里。
And the real is there, and the unreal is also there.
啊，你到底怎么去使用这两个？
And it's up to you how you can make use of both of them.
啊，假的那个也有真的部分，啊，真的那个也有假的部分。
Because inside the unreal, inside the real, there is something unreal. And inside the unreal, there is something real.
所以有真跟假吗？
So is there real and unreal?
以你了解自己而度。
It's up to how much you understand yourself.
你要是真的了解，就没有真跟假。
If you really understand, and there's no real, there's no unreal.
就你讲真讲假都一样的事，都是喜欢。
So if you identify with what is real, or identify with what is unreal, and then you are only talk about illusion.
因为你真的了解，根本不用讲。
Because if you have real understanding, then there's no need of language.
So why Buddha this? And then Jai, he understand.
我用来念。
啊，为了要讲这个故事，我就必须弄那么长，最后我还回到原点。为什么他会这么短？
In order to tell the whole story, Cuckoo has to talk a lot and then come back to this story.
嗯。
Very often the mind gets in and thinks he is aware. So mind, I think I hold the camera, okay? So I hold it, but in the same moment I think I hold it and it's already polluted.
I missed the first part of your question.
When I hold the camera and then I become aware of the camera, the next step mostly is that my mind in a way thinks he holds the camera. So this identification already pollutes the awareness, which is very quick there, but quickly gone again.
他说，比如说他现在在拿了这个摄影机嘛，然后他察觉到他自己在拿这个摄影机，然后头脑就说，我正拿着摄影机，所以他说头脑这个认同的语言就已经污染了这个察觉，是不是？
对。
Yes。
那你的难把在痒的时候做的时候，又回到察觉。
But when your prick is itchy, you scratch and then you return to your awareness. 你不会是我在抓了他。
So now I know who's my life savior.
他知道谁是他的生命救主。
Quick.
所以察觉这个东西并不是消失掉，它一直是被头脑占据。
So actually, the awareness never disappears, but the awareness can be occupied by the mind.
只是你不知道，你不认识你的主人。
And then you don't recognize your own real master.
这人又是哑巴，
Real master is mute.
他必须使用头脑。
So the real master make use of the mind.
啊，你被头脑使用，你就惨不忍睹。
And when you are enslaved by your mind, then you are very miserable.
就像你被你的摄影机卡住了。
Just like when you are enslaved by your camera.
要抓着那只摄影机，不如抓着你的那鸟。
It's better to hold your own prick than hold the camera.
This was two-way.
就这样子是两边哦。
只能先拿一边，不要管两边。
At one time, you can only hold on one thing. You
But you can
cannot hold
shoot.
both. Yeah.
But you can shoot through both of them.
你以前在公务员的过程里面，你的那个自信要回来。
Cuckoo said that you should regain the trust, the confidence of yourself, like what you had when you were working in the government position,
In the earlier job,
earlier job.
同样的自信带回来，就是在那个工作里，但是那个自信要回来。
Same confidence come back to you. You should let the same confidence come back to you in different job.
所以把那个你当时在那边当那个自信的那种能量，回到现在的生活中。
That kind of energy. If you just want to enjoy softer style of life, you can 走错方向啊。You can be let into.
比那个
要柔要更大能量。
要更大的能量
Because
你揉不下来，要更大的空间。
It takes more energy and more space to be soft.
yeah, I'll do that.
思这个字，
Chinese we have two parts, and this part, one part means the earth.
你要
is
回到
earth.
自然。
So it means you have to return to nature.
然后呢，这是寸，这是自己，
And then under part, this means
跟自己连接。
you return to nature and connect yourself, to connect with yourself in nature.
然后你讲出来的话，
And when you are in such connection with nature, with yourself, the words you speak
或者是写出来，
or the words you write,
Yeah.
去努力。
It comes. It comes in half an hour, 1 hour, and then just blank. No matter how hard I try, it doesn't happen.
他说他都是很自然的来，如果他一直努力，都反而来不来。
Yeah, that's what happens.
要从生活里面、跟体验里面、跟自然里面融为一体。
Like yesterday, after getting to treatment in the evening, I was very high energy. Just within 15 to 20 minutes, I composed a song.
他觉得他治疗没有时候，觉得很放松，然后再。Even they are holding one hair, it's very necessary because they also need to find this sword of wisdom, so they know how to cut this hair.
因为你用什么都抽不断。
Because this hair, you cannot pull it, you cannot break it.
只有智慧的剑放在你才会断。
Nothing can break this hair, only with the sword. And this hair is called the mind.
It's one story, and then you finish. 我第一天有一个国王，他非常喜欢武士跟剑，然后每天请了很多武术人，他们打打杀杀死了很多人。
One king enjoy very much the martial arts, especially he enjoy watching how these fighters they fight with one another. So he always hired a lot of fighters and he ordered these fighters to fight in front of him.
所以国王就没有去管理这个整个国家，所以每天都在玩那个游戏。
And the king became so indulgent in such games, so he forgot to manage his national affairs.
他儿子就是一直很烦恼，这个国家一直腐败，一直腐败，老百姓一直受苦，所以他就想要叫他爸爸从这个游戏里面醒回来。
So his son started to worry about his father, and he want to wake up his father from this indulgence of the game.
那他就邀请一个禅师说：“禅师，请你救救我爸爸。”
So he visits one Zen Master and invited Zen Master to come to the palace to save his father from this indulgence.
然后他说好，然后他就去，他就打扮了一个剑客，功夫很好的这样去面对这个皇帝说：“你这些人其实，要我跟他们，都是在我来不是对手。”
And so this Zen Master came, but in disguise, like a fighter costume. And he came and to say to this king, he said, Your Majesty, all your fighters are bad fighters. They can never beat me.
呀，但是皇帝不相信。
And the king didn't believe it.
他说：“那你表演看看。”
And the king said, Well, show me how good you are.
你记住，3天后我就跟你比给你看。
And so the Zen Master said, Well, I come to show you 3 days later.
3天后他来，就要跟那个剑客比武。
So 3 days later, this Zen Master in disguise came back, and he wanted to fight with those fighters.
他就问国王：“我有3把剑，你想要用哪一种剑跟这些人比武？”
Before he started, he asked the king, he said, Your Majesty, I have 3 kinds of sword. Which kind of sword do you want me to use to fight with your fighters?
我有一种剑，很长，很利，只杀了人，不见血，头就掉下来，然后就死了很多人，死很多人。他很利，他只要剑鞘一拿出来，人都要死掉。这是第一把剑，人都死。
He said, I have one kind of sword. It's very long. If I show this sword, and then many people would die, but they die without bleeding, and their head would be cut off.
第2把剑，他说这把剑是就是 第一把剑就是那个屠夫之剑，没什么，没什么。
讲的很长，然后杀了不见血，
对，对啊，那是屠夫之剑嘛，真的剑
没有血，
有血，真的刀了，真的刀子。这长就是3寸6，
那是杀人见血。
是杀人见血的。第一把剑。
Okay, let's start again the story. Because 3寸6, 3尺6 is 3 meters and 6 inches, 3 feet and 6 inches tall, high, that long, and
只要出来，人都流血，这些武士都要死掉。
if he showed his sword, it can kill many fighters. At the second kind of sword, all people die, but no bleeding.
第3把剑呢，它是用那个大地做握手，用天空做剑，做那个剑，然后他一拿出来，大地都动。
And the third kind of sword, the holder, is made of this planet, and the sword itself. The
跟老
king
百姓，
heard what the Zen Master said. Immediately he understood that actually Zen Master was just laughing at him, that he could only play with little sword.
忘了的剑是智慧。
Because the sword of nature is wisdom.
当你容你自然的这种智慧的剑，
Nature, when you are using such wisdom, and all the mind will shake.
所以我用这种东西，剑在跟你们头脑打的时候，你们头脑都会受震动。
And Cuckoo now is using this kind of sword from the wisdom of nature. That's